Hello everyone, my name is Tongsly, and welcome back to another wondrous episode of Mario+Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Where we last left off, we have cleared the abandoned well of the Darkness, and now we are given a mission by Woodrow that we need to meet his friend over here at the quest Bury the Hatchet. But before I do that, and then heading off to the next planet, we're gonna go over here to the Palette Prime Secret Zone, and we're going to see what spark we can unlock from it, and then afterwards, we will go and assist with the remaking of their town's bridge. So grab these coins right here while I'm at it, and now let's open this door. I like how each door is actually styled based off the planet, too. Like, this one's all covered in leaves and is made out of, like, I'm gonna guess that's oak wood. I think that's oak. I'm not a specialist on wood, but I'm gonna guess. Spellbound door. So this is just another one where we have to reach to the end and get the spark. Is that spark a cat? Is that a cat? Hello, he looks like a cat. Reach the spark. I think we're about to get a cat spark. Okay, so we need to... Aha. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. So there's a bunch of these invisible bridges, of which we need to make visible, so that we can be able to... Ooh. Really wish we can drop down from here. No way I can make this visible before going down? Okay, no. We're just gonna be a... Oh, what the hell? Wait. Oh! I got stuck on a corner! Are you serious? Also, that rabbit face right over there was really creeping me out. Now we drop down. And with it in hand, replace it. Okay. So that brings us back up here. We need to get up there. So that means there has to be a pipe. Something... I think it's the pipe that this one's guarding. I think we have to go through this one. Ah. Yes, it is. Okay. Now we have to go through this pipe. Search for something visible, which, yep, was gonna be here. Down. Go around. And he's gonna walk by, and we're gonna go by. And we're gonna get a ladder. As I thought. This is actually very simple. I won't even have to cut this. Like, this is actually being done really quickly. Now we can just drag this over. Push it down. And we're all set. And now we're getting what looks to be a cat spark. You came! Yay, I'm so bored. Wild Claw Master. Glad you found me. I can't wait to smell the aroma of spiced maple pumpkin pie with waffle crust again.
Oh, yeah!
I get, well, he can relate to Beepo. So we got a spark that's called a Wild Claw Spark. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Yeah, so right here, Wild Claw Master. Spawns a Wild Claw ally with 1,690 HP. Its claw attack deals 845 damage. Ooh. I actually like the sound of that, actually. Having our own Wild Claw actually sounds really good. You know what? Yes. And I know just who to give it to. I know just who to give it to. There we go. I'm gonna give it to Bowser because Bowser has a passive, which is Bowser shines when launching area attacks and spawning minions to do his bidding. So, you know what? To fit the minion thing, I'm also gonna give him another minion to spawn, which is a Wild Claw. And with that being done, I also saw there was a thing that popped up in our memories thing right here. Because we have to meet Sweet Lopek, the Lumberjack. So that's who we're going to meet. So I will see you guys when we get to Sweet Lopek's house. Got some Rabbids over here messing with what looks to be a Rabbid satellite. And it seems they're trying to enjoy some TV, but it doesn't seem to be getting a good reception. Well, you guys have fun with your little TV reception, and I'm gonna grab this before I go meet, Sweet Lopek. And there's our man, the Lumberjack Sweet Lopek. For a lumberjack, he's not a very smart lumberjack. Well, it fell in half.
Are you Sweet Lopek the Lumberjack?
I am. But if you're here for anything but a pinecone bird feeder, you're out of luck.
That sounds nice, but Woodrow the Warden sent us to have you repair the bridge.
Well then, I'll just take my imaginary axe and fell some imaginary trees so I can mill some imaginary lumber. You'll have to forgive him. His prized axe was stolen. I saw who did it too. It doesn't matter who did the deed. We all know who masterminded this. Still, if I had it back, I could fix the bridge. Follow me to the village. I'll lead you right to the thief. Okay. Worthless without... He's worthless without his axe, he says. Poor Sweet Lopek. Don't worry. I shall get you your axe. Let us teleport to the town. Looks like... Yep, we're going over there. Don't know why I even bothered to go down the ladder when I could just teleport. Oh yeah, they're over there. I was wondering what about this house was so important because it has a lock on it. This is the right house. I saw the thief head for it with the axe in hand. At least, I think I did.
Let me handle this. Interrogations require a delicate touch.
Okay.
Come on out with your hands up, Pab. We're just here for the axe, but we'll do this the hard way if we have to.
Inky. Oh yeah? Where's your warrant? How about probable cause? Habeas corpus? I'm calling a lawyer. Anyhow, you didn't hear it from me, but the villager at the pumpkin house was bragging about his new axe.
Could you be a little more specific? Your house looks like Pumpkin Central, if you know what I mean.
I'm at the other pumpkin house. The villager there's more crooked than two pretzels wrestling. Trust me. Okay. So we have to investigate the other pumpkin? Oh. Wait. What the hell? So where's the other pumpkin house? I wonder if I can also go into other houses as well. Oh, actually I can. Is there a reason I could go in the houses? Oh, lore stuff. And I see that says number 2, so I'm gonna guess that has to do with, Woodrow. So let's find number 1. While we're looking for the other pumpkin house, we're gonna also see about, these things on the wall, because it looks like it might be lore stuff just like what it told us for Orion and Augie. It seems like every place has a story for the Wardens. Okay, so that's number 3. I want to find number 1 and read them in order first. I don't want to accidentally read the wrong one first. This one? Okay, yes, I can. So they hide them all in houses. Number 4. Alright, still looking for number 1. Wherever that is. I bet you have number 1. Number 1, here we go.
A young Woodrow is reciting his first poem just before the great tree blight of Palad Prime strikes. It took 500 leaf blowers to tidy up afterwards. Residents will find 1 million coins due to the noise violations.
Palladville used to be a nice place.
Psst! Everyone play it cool and follow my lead. Time to go deep undercover.
I didn't even know this person was even a thing.
Hello, we're with Palad Prime Pest Solutions. We need to spray your home for a hippopotamus.
That's the worst lie ever. 1, I think I'd notice a hippo in my own home. Even a pygmy one. 2, why would anyone call an exterminator to take care of even 1 hippo, let alone a bloat or herd?
All right, fine. We're not exterminators. We're special investigators with the Lumberjack Crimes Bureau.
Oh, is this the pumpkin house guy? I think I accidentally walked into the pumpkin house guy's house. Is this about Sweet Lopek's axe? I heard about it, but I didn't steal it, I swear. Find the songbird at his home. That busybody sees everything. If anyone here did steal the axe, he'll know. Songbird. Guys, I've been out getting the word on the street. Psst. We need to find the songbird. He sees everything that... You guys know this already? Don't you? I should have stayed with the group. Yeah, you should have. Okay, so we need to find a song... we need to find the songbird at his house. But before we do that, I'm gonna go to the other houses to see more lore about Woodrow. So this should be number 2, if I recall. After I bump the house. Yes.
Woodrow's poem, The Strange and Conflicting Feelings of the Crofter's Cheesemonger, preceded an alien invasion. The entire planet was forced to harvest thousands of pounds of pumpkin spice in exchange for their freedom. Horrible.
Okay, so at some point they got invaded by aliens and had to harvest pumpkin spice. Bad. And I believe, if I recall, this was number 3? Yes.
After Woodrow read his next poem, a luxury space cruiser crashed into a satellite. Debris fell from the sky for quite a while. Rabbits would be having a picnic, and then bam! Down would come some crystal hot tub or gold badminton cabinet.
So this is foretelling us that literally every time Woodrow reads a poem, something bad happens. Also, why is there a book I can read?
Looks like the songbird has flown the coop. Thankfully, he left behind a note for anyone who happened by.
Note?
That's not a note. It's his private diary.
Had to run to the shop today instead of keeping an eye on things. Bumped into my neighbor, the Fork. He said he saw someone run through the village with an axe while I was gone. Of all the days to run out of pumpkin deodorant. Well, apparently the songbird's neighbor, the Fork, can tell us exactly who stole the Lumberjack's axe. Also, according to this, the town candlemaker took a loan to get hair transplants. His wife is furious.
People, I recruited a CI confidential informant. He told me that the Fork can tell. We already. Shoot, I thought I got ahead of you guys this time. I gave my CI so many coins, too. Maybe just stick with the group instead of going on your own. Okay, so apparently where all this lore is where the people we have to visit is. So I guess now we have to go to their neighbor, which should be this guy. This guy's house. Which is also number 4.
2 tragedies occurred after Woodrow read aloud his Declaration of Love written underneath yonder yew tree. 1, the planet's moon fell to the surface of the planet, and 2, his girlfriend confessed to kissing the captain of the soccer team.
Well then. Bowser's on the case. Ooh. I got a free mushroom bag. Okay, so I'm gonna guess okay, not you. I'm gonna guess your song. Okay, never mind. You're the other one I already went with. So your fork. Because you have a pitchfork.
Beepo, head of the investigative task force for codename Timber. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Don't bother. I've heard them all before. How'd you find a fork as dull as you are? Can you even eat tomatoes with that thing? Who brought the safety fork? Anyhow, I don't have time to talk. I need to find a magic whetstone so I can one-up my haters.
Look, we need intel from you. You have a weird fixation about how sharp your fork is. Why not work together?
The magic whetstone I need is impossible to find. If you get close, it's invisible to normal people.
Normal?
I don't think anything about this is normal.
Leave it to us. We'll perform a grid search. Put on a bolo. Get a sketch artist.
Okay. Why don't we try searching along the path first? Follow me. Okay, so he literally just wants us to follow. Okay. Magic Whetstone's close, I know it. Got it. Looks to be. Okay, now we just gotta bring this back to the guy. I got your whetstone for you. Hello, hello, my friend. The magic whetstone is real. and so will be my revenge.
We're going to pretend we didn't hear that. Now, quid pro quo. Stop naming names.
I saw the whole thing. First, I spotted him getting sweet-talked by that dryad in the forest.
Him?
Naturally, I got curious. I followed him to Sweet Lopex, where I saw him sneak inside.
Followed who?
Seconds later, he runs out with the axe, scared witless. He was being chased by a beaver, or was it a hat? It was hard to tell.
Out with it, man! Who?
The thief is... the villager at the pumpkin house.
Wait, which pumpkin house?
Sorry, I forgot you're not from around here. It's the tallest one in the village. You can't miss it.
I knew it! It's always the first suspect you question that turns out to be the culprit. TV always gets it right.
So now we're going back to that guy's house.
Open up and give us the axe, and no hooey about lawyering up. We have an eyewitness.
You're bluffing. There's no way anyone saw me, not do what I didn't do.
Our witness is willing to testify against you in court. What do you have to say about...
the dryad?
The dryad made you her patsy?
Okay, I'll sign a full confession. Just get in here and help me. Help you?
Looks like our suspect's life of wanton disregard has finally caught up to him. Thief or not, we've got to help him. Oh, do we? I mean, what exactly is our obligation here? We haven't even been deputized.
Help!
We better get a commendation for this. Or at least appear on an episode of Real Crime Files, Palette Prime.
Okay, so it looks like we're going in to help the guy out. So what the hell are they screaming for help for?
The axe! Right in the middle of a darkness puddle, too.
That part wasn't my fault, I swear. I was just supposed to keep the axe hidden. That angry goo showed up out of nowhere. You know, when you think about it, it's really the puddle that's ultimately the guilty party here.
We'll deal with you later.
Yes, we will. Oh. And that says 7. You hold on to that axe and don't drop it. I'll be right back. I need to find out where the last lore paintings are. Let's see, check this house. Hey, 5 and 6.
Each time Woodrow read a poem, tragedy would strike. Residents of Palette Prime naturally blamed him. They would forbid him to write poetry again, citing billions in property damage and his use of cliched metaphors.
Aw, poor Woodrow.
Residents held a poetry slam contest to find a new poet laureate, as Woodrow's poems were always followed by tragedy. Woodrow entered the contest wearing a disguise to prove it wasn't his poetry that caused a disaster, but bad luck. 1,142 cases of bad luck.
There was hidden coins. So literally, Woodrow just had horrible luck. And I'm hoping we didn't accidentally skip one of the lore things, because I found this house while I was doing side quests, but I didn't know that I can go in the houses. So the last one we went into was this one, and I just need to remind myself that this was number 4, right? Because it went 1, 2, 3, and then this was 4, about like the incident with him trying to get a loved one, right? Yeah, 4. So we just saw 5 and 6, so 7's in the house with the guy that has the axe. So now we can read number 7, and then we can take care of that dark mist puddle and get Sweet Lope his axe. So let's see number 7.
Woodrow gave it his all with his poem, I'm no herald of ill. For once, nothing seemed to go wrong afterwards. Until an intradimensional doomstorm measuring 9.5 on the terror scale arrived. I thought those were a myth.
Well then. Okay, now for the dark mist with the stolen axe. Let us take care of it. Anytime. Alright, we're gonna take care of this puddle, and then I'll see you guys after. Also, we're gonna see what that new spark thing can do, because I'm actually kind of excited to try out this new spark that we got to spawn ourselves our own wild claw. Okay, so this one's simple also. It's just a reach the area place. It's gonna take a little bit though, because there is, by the looks of it, dark mist covering our only means of getting up and over with the entire team. So we literally gotta take the long way all around just so we can get ourselves to the place we need to go. Yeah, this is gonna take a bit. And also, we got some giant squashettes. Oh, no, never mind. They're not giants. They're just, for some reason, highlighted. Either way, this is gonna take us a little bit. So, yeah, I'll see you guys when I finish this off. This is gonna be a while. And we made it to the axe. And all that extended the video to being around literally over an hour long, because of how long it took to make it to the axe, being they made the map so expansively long. But we did it. We made it. And he has his axe. My axe! My beautiful axe! Is she okay? Did the thief oil the blade after each use to avoid microabrasions? That's all new stuff to me. So sorry, sweet Lopek. It was that darned dryad. She promised me a windfall pumpkin harvest if I stole your axe and kept it hidden. She wants to stop me from chopping down trees in the forest. But I'm a lumberjack. It's what I do. Still, if I were a guardian of the forest, I suppose I'd feel the same way.
Have you tried talking things out with the dryad? Surely there's some compromise to be had.
She can't even be found, not unless she wants to be. Her lair is deep in the forest.
Enough!
Enough! I can't even fix the bridge thanks to her meddling. I'm putting an end to this feud once and for all. Uh-oh.
Don't do anything rash. As soon as we take the thief here to jail and testify in court, we'll come find you.
We don't have a jail or a courthouse or anything like that. Woodrow just makes us write an apology poem.
What? Oh, forget it. Let's find some pumpkin spice donuts and make Jeannie handle all the paperwork for us. Case closed.
Okay, so there's a dryad apparently that is stopping the Lumberjack from being able to do their job. So I guess that means in the next episode, and also we got a vampire spark, and there's also a thing down here. Wait, well, hold on. Before we end off the video, what's down here? There's a basement. Ah, more lore. Okay, I say let's finish the lore reading first in this.
Something large let loose from a storm above the planet. Woodrow couldn't get out of the way because he was wearing stilts. By the way, I knew he wasn't naturally that tall. I thought he had lifts in his shoes.
So he's actually a normal-sized rabbit. He's just obnoxiously tall. I mean, he's just tall because of the stilts. Oh, wow. I can't believe it.
A steamship landed on Woodrow, squashing him flat as a pancake.
How is he not dead?
It happened during dinner. Most passengers didn't even get a turn at the cheese trolley beforehand.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. He's a rabbit, and apparently rabbits are indestructible. You find that out in their little animated series.
Woodrow was crushed by a falling cruise ship, then struck by lightning. After that, a rain cloud became his permanent halo, forever influencing his outlook and ensuring he'd be a bummer at parties. Sorry, bigger bummer.
Wow. Woodrow's been getting the short end of the stick. So what did the people do to, accept him to being a warden? I mean, that explains why he dresses like he does, but still, it's like, normally the wardens are seen as, guardians of their planet, so what did the people decide to make him be the guardian? I don't know. Is that all of them, though? Is there, one more house that we need to check that has any remaining lore about him? I feel like it maybe has to do something with, this house, because this is... Oh, wait, no, that house is boarded up. Yeah, so I guess that's all the lore, then. I guess that's everything about Woodrow. So, Woodrow lived a pretty depressing life. Apparently his poetry is that horrible that every time he speaks anything poetic, it ends up biting him in the butt with something falling. I mean, it was kind of hinting that when we first arrived here, because every time he talked to the tree or a squirrel sitting on a pumpkin, they would fall. All the leaves on the tree fell, the squirrel fell inside the pumpkin. So, yeah, I guess that's just how Woodrow's life is now. All of his poetry always ends bad. But, I mean, he's a warden, so I guess he does something right that the people let him be a warden for. But I guess we'll just have to find that out in the future, because who knows, maybe they'll bring it up and say, hey, this is why you're the warden, because you do this for us. Who knows, maybe we'll find out in the next episode. And speaking of, I'm ending off this episode here because I'm all out of time. So in the next video, we are going to go into the forest of the Spellbound Woods, and we're going to see Sweet Lopek in the forest while interacting with this dryad and figuring out what feud they have against each other. But then again, being they're a dryad, like the Lumberjack says, it makes sense because they're supposed to be protecting the forest and they live in the forest, so it makes sense. But maybe Beepo's right that maybe they can think of a compromise, but we're going to find out if we can help them with that compromise in the next video. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell so that you guys can stay notified of the content that uploads onto my channel and to help support it. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. All of you, please have a wonderful, safe, and healthy day. Bye, everyone!
It's delicious.